We'll see what we're gonna do exactly, but today we are going to try to fly to Gulkana, which is an airport with instrument procedures, and therefore I believe it's high time we tried some instrument approach into the field. Not that it would probably be needed as such, because if I review the weather, and let's say some forecast, maybe to 20 Zulu, and I'm gonna go with clouds here. We do have some warning about the mountain obscuration, but in most of it we should be pretty fine. We will probably encounter instrument meteorological conditions on the way, but at the time that we arrive at the airport, I strongly believe that we will be visual. When I try to review the METAR, there is basically no METAR for Gulkana on the terminal area forecast, which is kind of strange. I believe that's the first airport I see like that. Usually they have METARs and are liking TIFs, but this one is the other way around. Now, we have several procedures that are available. We have two RNAV or GPS procedures, one VOR to runway 15 left, and one VOR alpha, which is to no particular runway. Those of you who already reviewed this flight, is there any procedure that you'd prefer?
Yes, I think I will go with the VOR for 15 left, because you can start, or you can't start that one from Gulkana theoretically, but I think it's easy to fly from Gulkana VOR.
Yes. There is one problem with this in real life, definitely. What would that be? At least, well,
Yeah.
hard to say, because in real life you have ATC, so maybe.
Gulkana is not an IAF, so theoretically you are not supposed to start it from there.
But you can start at Kafut, right?
Yes, that would be possible.
And even though Kafut is not part of this Tango 372, it lies on top of it, so probably could get there. But there's a different problem. And actually, this is the only procedure that has this other problem. And that is this one. When local altimeter setting received, procedure is not available. And since we don't have any METAR, theoretically we cannot fly it. Funnily enough, that is not mentioned on any other procedure, on either of the GPSs, I believe. Yeah, and also not on this one. So it's kind of strange. But anyway, I guess that maybe if we had ATC, they might know the weather, or you can call in, or they can call in and ask. So probably, and on top of it, for our simulator flying, we can do that definitely. Just be aware that it's there. Try to brief this one, as Christian already mentioned. There is this is not a flyable segment, right? I mean, officially flyable. ATC can always vector or tell you that you should fly direct Kafut or something like that. So that's not a problem. And if you are GPS capable, then you can fly direct Kafut. But I believe, at least me, like myself, I will fly to Gulkana VOR, and then we'll track this, Tango 372. And what I'll probably, well, in my GPS, I will just, after the Gulkana, I will put direct Kavut or something like that. I really don't care. So that should be fine. I'll close others. And what can we see here? We already spoke about the altimeter. Circling 15 right and 33 left is not available at night. Those are those. This is that smaller, like shorter runway that they have at Gulkana. You can see that one. I'm not planning to land on that anyway, or maybe I will. We'll see. You know, maybe if we circle something, then this is then closer. For parking or to parking. Then we have some helicopter visibility. We don't really care. Missed approach. We have climbed to 2,800. Then climbing left turn to 4,000 direct Gulkana VOR and hold. And continue climbing hold to 4,000. It's also depicted here. Missed approach point is the beginning of the runway, which is the 0.5 DME from Gulkana. When we reach Kavut, we need to fly this arc, VOR arc, and then join the final approach course of 148. While on the arc, we can descend to 5,000, and once on the final approach course, we can go to 3,200, and after Vopra, we can go to 2,160. And the MDA is 2040 for us, or if we are circling, for me it's 2080. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm kind of A/B, but B is more conservative, so 2080 for me. I believe that we are in a we have people here that all know how to fly the arc. So basically you keep the needle, like you put the course like 90 degrees to what you're flying and try to, you know, maintain the same distance from that. You know, if you are too far, you turn more left. If you are too close, you turn more right, and so on and so forth. And you can basically select if you want to fly here to Kavut or here to Ervak, you know, whatever pleases you most. As far as distance, it will be almost identical. Yeah, I believe that's quite it here. Is there anything else that we need to mention? Yeah, the final course is slightly offset, and according to the TIF, the wind should be from 010, so probably runway 33 is better for landing. So in that case, you know, if you are circling, then let's briefly say what is a circling maneuver. Like, doesn't mean that you need to keep, you know, your approach a circle, but circling is basically any maneuver that will put you onto the runway, right? So you can do essays, you can do standard traffic pattern, you can do basically anything, right? If you're flying in visual conditions, it's best to kind of imitate the traffic pattern and join that, because there might be added traffic, especially VFR traffic, doing maybe pattern work or joining the circuit, you know, landing, deporting. So it always pays, like it's best if you kind of join that if you're circling. So let's say that you're approaching this, and you will basically, when you have the visual of the runway, you can break off and join the standard, for example here, left traffic pattern for runways 33 left or 33 right, and basically land. And also what you then radio on CTA frequency is basically that you are joining that downwind, and so on and so forth. I don't think that's anything else that we need to say about this one. As for the route and departure, basically we are departing from the airfield that's not even on this map. We do have visual conditions. and I will basically start my IFR flight from Wrangell here, and we'll try to keep, we'll climb to 8,000 initially because we are going westbound, so even thousands there, and we'll definitely fly like that. I will try to keep above, let's say, 6,000 while on here, but probably will start descending a little bit later. If I check this, you can basically calculate that, right? If you have some navlog, you can see, how long it will take you to descend. So from 8,000 to, let's say, 3,200, which is the final approach fix altitude, I need to descend 5,000 feet. If I want to descend by the rate of 500 feet per minute, I know it will take me roughly 10 minutes. So I can calculate, when I am 10 minutes from warp up, right? And if I calculate it like that, that I need to travel almost 7 miles just from here, then another roughly 10 miles, here. That's already like 17 miles. And if I need to descend just 5,000 feet, 17 miles seem to be, kind of a good number, I think. Obviously, someone might not want to descend while on the arc because it takes to the complexity, but if you configure your aircraft in a steady descent at 5,500 feet per minute, you trim it out, then it's not really something you really need to pay too much attention on. So, yeah, so anyone can do as they please. If I quickly generate, a navlog for me here, I can quickly see if, for example, I need to fly, let's say, here 10 miles, it will take me roughly 4 minutes, and I said I need 10 minutes, right? So it's like 22 miles or 25 miles I need to descend, to be on a safe side. So I will probably start not here, but it's like 17, so maybe in the middle, here I might start descending to keep it steady. Yeah, I don't believe there's really anything else I need to say. If anyone has any question, feel free to ask or concern, something I did not cover. Let's hear it. And everyone's silent, so that's a good sign, I guess. So I'll wish you happy flying, and let's not keep you waiting anymore.
Happy flying.
Happy flying.
Guys, one thing I did forget to mention, in the clouds there will be icy conditions, so if you want to kind of, if you don't have like an aircraft equipped for it, then you can kind of turn it off in the simulator and not fly in the real life. Alright. So, what's this? Fuel pressure is rising. Good. So I guess that we can try to start the aircraft, right? Nothing around, so go for it. Right, oil pressure is rising to the green, very good. It's like not keeping really steady, so let's wait for it. Sound is slightly off. I wonder if we have some magneto problems, but we'll check that at run up. Right, and avionics go on, and we will need to prepare our aircraft. So flight plan for today, well, not that one. Oh, origin, that's 0AK8. Yes. Destination is Papa Alpha Golf Kilo. No. Alpha Kilo Golf, probably. Kilo Golf. Okay. Okay, I don't remember. AGK. Okay. GK. Gulkana. Okay. I don't know what I was entering before, but anyway, that's the one. And then we will do Wrangell. Alaska, yes, enter. And from there we will do a long track, load airway. And there is only one, and we will go all the way to Gulkana. Load. After that, so insert before, we will do, well actually, no. Let's try load procedure. Approach. We have VOR 15 left. Transition will be Kavut. Okay, and we will just load the approach. Okay, so after Gulkana we will load into Kavut. So that should take us there. The course is correct. Okay, I will do a review of that. Preview. This looks correct. Let's zoom in. Yes, this looks correct. Put us in, back. So I will definitely fly along this, like using this for my en route part. But once I reach Kavut, I would like to kind of not use that and fly really VOR approach. Yeah, we will clear that. We won't be filling up anything. We want to use the left tank, which we are not using. There. Good. Let's load up the frequencies. So as Sky Vector we can see the Gulkana is 115.6, so let's 115.6, it's on standby range. Good coincidence, we also have it on standby there. Okay. Where do I... Okay, this one is not working. I believe I had it on the knob there, but for some reason it doesn't work. Just quickly review that. Where am I spot next running? I should, right? Okay. Right. Radio events DME state by 1. Okay, it should work, but it doesn't. Anyway, I won't troubleshoot it now. Maybe some variables have changed. Not worth doing right now. I'll just do that manually and try to figure it out later. So that's that. We'll synchronize this once we are closer to the runway. And for now we are going with GPS, which is good. Right, what kind of wind do we have? Do we have any windsuck here, or are we going to cheat and look at the little nav map? We have 1 knot wind, so it doesn't really matter from where we are taking off. And we are already temperature up. There's nobody behind us, so let's just move a little bit. Oh, set little bit. Already stalling, alright. Just want to get on the gravel. this one doesn't work properly for me, I guess. So let's maybe manually. Okay.
Thomas, which frequency are you on?
I wanted 2.9er, but I did not announce my taxi.
Oh, okay. I thought my radio was somehow broken. Okay.
Right, so let's try to sync.
Fireweed traffic, November 36 Foxtrot, down cardiac on the ramp, taxiing to runway 19er, Fireweed.
Fireweed traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, Comanche, taxiing to runway 01, Fireweed.
Fireweed, Taiwan, 187 Victor Delta, taxi on 01, Jersey McHugh. Fireweed.
Yeah, now we should have like 120 feet, so I can right.
Do we just taxi on the grass? Fireweed traffic, Code 36 Foxtrot, following the Comanche on the grass to runway 01, Fireweed.
Right, but if we are ready to go, we have that one, we have flaps. We'll close that. Have everything closed, door is closed. Nice. So let's depart. Fireweed traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, taking off runway 01, straight out departure, then turning to the west. Fireweed. Okay, full throttle, or full mixture, landing lights, strobe lights, fuel pump, and let's go. Airspeed is alive. Europe. Can accelerate a bit.
Fireweed traffic, Code 36 Foxtrot, departing runway 19er, straight out departure, Fireweed.
Right.
Fireweed traffic, November 187 Victor Delta, lining up, turning cardiac. Fireweed.
Lights can go off. Fuel pump off. Fireweed traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, 3,000 feet, turning west, final call. Fireweed.
Traffic, November 187 Victor Delta, taking off. Runway 19er. Departure to the west.
safe altitude is 18,000 feet, so we should probably stay in visual conditions until we reach
Fireweed
Wrangler there.
traffic, Claudia 36 Foxtrot, upway runway 19 2500, climbing 3500, departing to the west, final call, Fireweed.
Just take it, you know, round, but go out,
Comanche 6 left, 2 highway, depart runway.
take it along the river.
Right turn, west, approach.
And we can lean. And I didn't file a flight plan. Okay. One thing, I totally forgot to file a flight plan, so I'll just do this while en route. We might do the same, or we might want to do the same.
Yeah. I didn't forget for once.
North traffic, 1.7 still at 3000
stunning today.
Weather is way better than expected. Somehow.
You mean like the visuals?
Yeah, like the clouds are higher than I thought they would be.
Yeah. Seems to me like that as well. Really nice. It's good that I can fly visually until Wrangell, because I definitely wouldn't want to climb to like almost 19,000 feet, you know.
Yeah.
Because of the minimum safe altitude there.
Yeah, it's like it was not really a safe way to climb out of the clouds would have been, no.
We would need some vectors, you know, definitely.
Yeah.
But I intentionally, you know, chose to fly in the valley there, but the clouds are higher than expected, so good. doesn't feel above us, so really quite alright. was texting. So let's get back on track. but I cannot. Yeah, there they are. Good. Not sure if it can be seen on the stream there, but they are there.
Are you flying from Airlock or from Kahoot?
What? Yeah, okay, the second one, Kahoot.
Oh, okay. I think we are just equally fast. We might just collide at Pew Fight.
Well, I see you in front of me, out of the window.
Oh, okay.
If that's you, at 10,000 feet.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's someone else under me.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
You know, I believe you'll be there. You know, we will have enough separation.
Yeah, still a way to go.
Yeah, exactly. To Gulkana. I think that we can now use this one as like a navigation, so we will switch the needle to V-lock to use the VOR, and then I need to, okay, that one, I need to put this one on 032 or 031. Take us to Kahoot. Where is it? Kahoot or Kahoot? Kahoot. We're approaching from here, and then we'll make a turn to try this one. And once we are like 6 miles from Gulkana, we'll start our descent. See how that goes. definitely. And there is another one there. Okay. They're displayed because they do not kind of, doesn't make sense to display them. Alright. Okay, let's go straight and let's sync our gyro again. 3, 0. Yeah, like that. Until the turn, and then after another 2 minutes we'll start our descent into Gulkana. Just turn off the map at this point. I don't want it there. We'll switch the tank to the left one. And we're 2.6. Okay. establish, and then we'll start the descent. Yeah, it's more or less established, so let's just reduce power a bit. Let's try to establish nice 500 feet per minute descent. actually, it's behind us right now. Put our fuel pump on. We can do landing lights on. So at 11 start our turn, or maybe 11:50, 11 and a half. This turn's quite nice, so it should be fine. So 1 more mile and then I'll start the turn. Okay, a little bit more. Alright, let's do it. Actually add a little bit more to the left, like so. Okay, so we are closing in. I will just keep turning this. Try to stay at 12 nautical miles more or less. Okay. And heading for our final approach course to just make this here. Like that. Still descending. We can descend all the way to 5,000 while on this arc here. Okay, well, we don't need to juggle anymore. There, yes. I guess we can try to land at runway 33 left. Yeah, shorter one. More fun, I guess. Keep the approach light here. Ah, I don't need to. Then after it's 3200 after I line up. Still 12 miles, good. We're approaching our final approach course, 148. We won't even need to discontinue our descent. Got 12 nautical miles. Okay. We are already well once. It says once established, so let's actually add some power. Let's arrest our descent. And I will put final approach course here. Is it that one for? Probably. Ah, a bit closer. It's moving now, so let's turn. Gulkana traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, Piper Comanche on a 1-2 mile final for runway 15 left. We'll be circling to runway 33 left, Gulkana. Okay, so
Gulkana traffic, November 36, Foxtrot, Kodiak. We'll be following the Comanche on the final to 15 left and circling to 33 right, Gulkana.
okay, so we can descend. The Barba is at 5.4 and we need to stay at 3200 until then. So we go a little bit down. Landing lights are on, circling, so the gear is up. Using runway 33, so let's adjust that one. 33. Runway is already visible, so at this point I don't really need to follow the VOR course, but I will anyway. Tanks left and right, like the same, so I'll just keep this on left. Okay, 2 more miles. I'm still high, so that's fine. But I'm small, so I can descend when I need to. Gulkana traffic, Oscar Kilo Papa Charlie, 6 miles north of the airfield at 4,000 feet, descending to traffic pattern altitude, and we'll be joining the left traffic pattern for runway 33 left, Gulkana. discontinuing approach. Because why not? And we are going to descend to 2500, which is a traffic pattern altitude. And let's see if we can land this bird safely. Mixture at this point.
Gulkana traffic, Kodiak 36 Foxtrot, 6 mile final for runway 15 left, and we will make a right pattern for runway 33 right, Gulkana.
Yeah. Closer to the ground, so wind is kind of playing with us a little bit more. Gulkana traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie left to downwind runway 33 left to full stop landing. Okay, so we'll use this. We need to slow down.
Gulkana traffic, Kodiak 36 Foxtrot, now on the right downwind for runway 33 right, Gulkana.
Gear is down, green light. First flaps. First are descending. Like this. Gulkana traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, trimming left base, runway 33 left, Gulkana. Second flaps, and we'll land with flaps 2. Or we can land with flaps 3, I guess.
Gulkana traffic, Kodiak 36 Foxtrot, turning right base, runway 33 right, Gulkana.
Gulkana traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, final runway 33 left, full stop landing, Gulkana.
Gulkana traffic, Comanche 6529 Lima, entering a
Let's
right
use full
downwind
flaps.
for 33, right, Gulkana.
Some trees there.
Gulkana traffic, Kodiak 36 Foxtrot, turning final, runway 33 right, full stop landing, Gulkana.
Seems like taxiway here, but there should be a runway, so... landing a taxiway, but alright.
Gulkana traffic, number 187 Victor Delta, approaching from the northwest for runway 15. 5 left, Gulkana.
Gulkana traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie vacated the runway that looks like a taxiway and taxiing to parking. Gulkana. Right, let's just make sure that I park at some spot that I can kind of... Yeah, scenery doesn't have...
Gulkana traffic, Comanche 6529 Lima, right base, 33 right.
Goes. Okay, let's clean up the aircraft.
Gulkana traffic, Kodiak 36 Foxtrot, runway 33 right, vacated, taxiing to parking, Gulkana.
Okay, there's some parking here, so let's just park at it.
Gulkana traffic, Comanche 6529 Lima, turning final 33 right, Gulkana.
Alright. Parking brake on. Gear off. T. Okay, that's fine. Avionics on. And one off. Shut down the engine. Oh, that one. Right. That is off. That is off. Okay. I hope you enjoyed the flight. Managed to get here in one piece, and I'll see you next week at the same time. Bye bye.